Okay, guys, welcome back. We're playing some Resident Evil 4. Sorry for all the any background noise you guys hear. And I have my brother with me again. Say what's up, bro.
Yo.
And we're gonna try to get past this stupid part and see what we see if we can get further. If I get mad again, we'll quit. I'm gonna quit, but we'll just play. I'll just play something else.
Yeah, it's better to take a break than break a controller.
I am trying to be consistent with it, consistent with the videos, guys. So just sorry. I know I didn't upload for a couple of days, but we're gonna start back, try back to this everyday uploads. Hopefully every day, at least one video a day, maybe more. We'll see.
Yeah, and plus I think I'd rather have my brother blow up here than on another less preferred platform. Not gonna mention any names, but there's really only one other platform that anyone on here uses. But yeah, bro, about that story, I was gonna say earlier, whenever I said like, skateboarding was such a huge part of my life that I'd even skate when there was ice on the ground. One time I was doing that with Brian, and he hit a sheet of ice, fell, and then like picture this, bro. I hit the same patch of ice and landed on top of him.
I remember saying something about that.
Yeah. Either that or I hit an acorn that was laying over top of the ice. Oh, dude, I was going to say, did you just fucking die? Does it
I'm
look
about.
like that killed you?
I'm about to though.
Yeah, dude, I feel like one hit right now, if it could show damage, it wouldn't show damage. It would just say overkill.
Oh, I'm dead. No, believe me, I'm dead. One hit, I'm dead.
Yeah, and the amount of damage that last hit did, like I said, if this game could display damage in numbers, it wouldn't even show numbers. It would just say overkill. Because technically, the amount of damage you would take to the amount of health you have, it would be overkill.
Give me that.
It would do
Give me.
way more damage than the health you have.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's about to get a little dicey.
I wonder where the fucking top is. The top of this is at.
Yeah,
It's gotta
this
be right.
part.
It's gotta be right here.
Now, hey, bro, get this,
Oh my
man.
god.
Imagine trying to go through this, and while you're doing that, you have to juggle enemies on top of smaller enemies trying to get the fucking elevator to drop. And if you're not quick enough, it will drop, leading to an immediate game over. Seeing
I was waiting for
seeing that
that.
section you just did reminded me of Metal Gear Rising. That one mission where you're heading for Desperado and you're on that elevator, and those little, I think they're called like something geckos. They're those little, like, if you're familiar with the robot walking eye, it looks like a spider, but usually a sphere with spider looking legs, front mounted camera. It's those little guys, but with the 3 arms. Yeah, they latch onto the elevator, and if you don't remove them, the elevator will drop, and it'll kill you instantly. And on top of that, you gotta juggle enemies. So,
I'm one hit, bro. I got 1 HP.
oh, I know. Right now, realistically, I'd say Leon would have been dead already. Either that or unconscious. Thank God that ain't a thing, bro. Where, like, this level of damage, if you didn't heal, you'd slowly bleed out until you just fell over and died.
I'm good now though.
Oh hell yeah, full health.
There should be some treasure over here somewhere.
What are we missing?
But yeah, bro, I remember asking you a question about Leon in another game where I thought that was him. Where I said, like, at one point, wasn't Leon like an alcoholic or something?
No,
Because,
that was. Oh fuck! No, that was Chris Redfield. That was for the sort. It was his. That was his campaign. Campaign start in 6.
if I remember, I think they were the only two in the game, or at least their stories kind of crossed where they were working together.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I remember correctly, the dialogue was he was sitting at a table, and then one of them walks up to the one sitting at the table, and he's it's like, isn't it a little early to be hitting the bottle? Takes it away from him, and then he just pulls a flask out of his coat pocket.
Yeah, it's definitely Resident Evil 6, but their storylines do cross in the game though.
But yeah, I thought that was Leon, but eventually, whoever it is does get whipped up into shape.
No way. You used to be like some sloppy writer. Now look at you. Nathan barely asked to see.
Because I know exactly what game it. I don't know what game it is, but I can tell you which cutscenes is the right game.
What's going on?
One of them in particular is on a motorcycle, being chased by dogs. A little skirmish ensues. And I'm pretty sure you kill some pedestrians in that cutscene.
Not
Unintentionally.
Not sure.
But yeah, you're on a motorcycle, and I think you kick a few of them, shoot a few of them, and then I think you drop a freeway exit on top of one of them.
Yeah, I cannot find this fucking treasure. I heard it, but I don't see it.
So you're nervous to see her? Yeah, I hate her with a passion. She would send a mother to jail and have her child taken away.
But yeah, eventually, man, Leon turns into a insane badass. Especially at that point in the story. It's 6.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, I mean, how many people do you know of that could, like, drive a fucking motorcycle at full speed, jump off and have it slide off the side of a roof into a helicopter and take it down?
Oh, you're talking about that's the show. That's the show. You ever seen the show?
You mean the movie?
Well, it's like it's like kind of like a movie. Yeah.
No.
In the animated show, he is drinking. Leon is.
Oh, so that's not a game?
No, it's the animated show.
So that highway thing with Leon on the motorcycle and he's like being chased by the zombie dogs, that's also the show?
Yeah, it's the show.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of then. I thought it was one of the games.
But it's gotten better now that I'm getting.
Because yeah, I remember Chris Redfield walks up to him at the table and he goes like, "Isn't it a little early to be hitting the bottle?"
Okay, hold on.
And then he takes the bottle from him, and then Leon just pulls a flask out.
Hold on.
Lord, do not forget the loyalty of his servant, Ramon. Ashley! Such a fool, Mr. Kennedy. To have been bestowed with Lord Sattler's.
You talk too much.
Failed.
You vulgar,
Utterly uncivilized. Mongrel.
Government agent, more money than you'll ever see.
Allow me to show you how it really
I'm getting some DMC Devil May Cry flashbacks
Yeah,
here.
hold on a second.
I don't think I need to mention what cutscene it is. I'm your prom date, you ugly sack of shit. Oh, that game. But hey, at least it's better than the Netflix adaptation. I guarantee you that show won't make it past the season 2. If they even complete season 2. Hey, here's an idea, any potential viewers. Whenever you encounter something you love written by somebody else that's really bad, if you don't want it to succeed, don't hate watch it.
Okay.
Even if you're hate watching it, you're still giving it money and attention. So don't do that. I don't know if you heard me, bro, what I was saying there. I'm going to assume you didn't remove your headset, so you probably did do that.
I had my headset removed. I do have to get up and go get something to with my mom.
Yeah, I was talking reference to DMC Devil May Cry Succubus boss fight when he threw up at you, and then I went on like a slight tangent about the fucking Netflix adaptation, and gave a little advice. If you find something you're passionate about being poorly adapted, don't hate watch it, because that's how terrible shows get a season 2, despite being so objectively terrible.
Hello? That's a cute jacket.
And it's not even the particular stances of regarding a word I won't say. It's just poorly written. Speaking of, bro, some of the jokes in the show, do you even know who Skeletor is?
Yeah, it's He-Man.
Do you know who Captain Planet is?
Now that, no.
Yeah, they're using jokes in the show in the form of one-liners for Dante for an audience that wasn't even like a thought of when that show was even aired.
Oh, god damn it.
That show I think aired in the 80s, maybe even sooner than that. There, if you remember, what the fuck are those guys' names, bro? Those bosses, the headless ones in 3. Dante says, no talking. Regardless, you probably know which ones I'm talking about, right? I think they're red and blue.
Not off the top of my head, I don't.
Like, I think they're like Magni and Rudra or something. They form, I think, a wind and a fire element sword.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, Dante looks at him in the show and he goes, oh, what? What are they going to do? Come together and form half a Captain Planet? Like people nowadays are going to get that reference. So yeah, it's not even the particular stances in the show.
You want to know something? You want something crazy about this fight?
Written. Huh.
If you got an egg and you hit him with an egg, right? It does like so much damage to him. We don't know why. We just know it does.
Is it like a programmed weakness? like the Mega Man X games where
No,
you
I
use
mean,
another boss's special weapon against a particular boss, and it like does mega damage.
I mean, honestly, no idea. We just,
I don't know, man.
all we know is it does a lot of damage, and that's all we know.
I mean, it might be a like programmed weakness. Are there other bosses in these games, bro, where like you use a particular weapon and it turns like a difficult boss into like kind of a joke? Almost like that
I mean,
weapon is its weakness.
I mean, not really. I don't know in particular a weapon that would do something like that, but
Or like a particular method, like using environmental stuff, like flipping a switch that does mega damage.
like I said, I mean, I'm not entirely 100% sure.
You know that one boss in this game where you have to like flip a switch, it walks by and something comes into it, collides with it, and that does mega damage. I can't remember what it is, but it's like a mini boss in this game. It I think it like takes place on like a bridge platform like this, and then you flip a switch and like a shipping container comes in and hits it. You know what boss I'm talking about, right? It's like one of those big giant zombie-like enemies. If you remember, I was gonna ask if you could actually kill that thing without using the environmental way you kill it. Like, could you just brute force it with guns and kill it? Because if you can, then that would mean the flipping the switch thing would be its weakness. It does the most damage.
Miss Janelle Lauren Evans is charged with the offense of assault battery.
I don't know, like I feel like that's like a staple of Capcom games. That bosses have particular weaknesses. Again, like Mega Man X, for example. And they don't outright tell you what the weakness is. You just gotta kind of experiment. But I'd say Mega Man X, you use the weaknesses, it makes every boss a joke. Because not only does it like completely stun them, or it interrupts whatever they're doing, and then they like completely sit still for like 3 seconds, but it also makes their patterns completely predictable. Like the moment you hit them with it, they'll do the same attack over and over again. So it's just press triangle, press triangle, and stay in place until you kill them. That's a complaint that a lot of people had with the X games. I know it's not, like, we're not even on topic here, but it's still a Capcom game, so I guess that kind of makes it on topic. And if anybody that's watching, I would recommend you give the games a try. If you like Capcom games and don't mind I guess like a remastered HD 8-bit game. Oh, my bad, not 8-bit.
What the fuck?
Like 14-bit, like PlayStation stuff. 2D side-scroll platform. You definitely love those games.
Oh my god, dude.
I mean, like, at this point, if you don't know who Mega Man is, I don't think you've ever touched a video game in your life. But yeah, if you like Capcom games, I'd recommend you check it out. I know a lot of people are asking for another sequel in that series, but to be honest, with X8, I don't know what they do for another sequel. canonically, the final boss main antagonist throughout the whole series is canonically dead. And the only other, I guess, antagonist that could have been the main one is also dead. So, like, what are they going to do? Magically bring Sigma back out of nowhere again? And then, like, that would be a full retcon. So, I don't know what they could do. I'd say, if anything, re-greenlight Legends 3. Because that one, I would say, absolutely does deserve a send-off. I mean, imagine you being a video game character, bro, and in your second sequel, it leads you to being on the moon, and when your third game is announced, it's canceled, which means you're permanently stuck on the moon. You'll never be able to get back to Earth. Imagine that being your fate, bro. And how badly that would suck. So imagine how much it sucks for the fans who love that character, knowing that he's still up there on the moon and will never be able to come down. Because they canceled the poor guy's third sequel. And on top of that, the worst sin of all, a cliffhanger. It left on a cliffhanger. I think it, like, even if you've never watched a show or played a game where the story left on a cliffhanger, you can relate to how bad that sucks. You never get the resolution you want, and the characters the resolution they need and deserve. So yeah, I'd say if Capcom's gonna make any new games in another series they own, please, Legends 3. And just to let you know how long that character has been stuck on the moon, bro, that game came out on the PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 1. Like, so far on PlayStation 1 that they were cross-platforming with the Nintendo system.
This is bad. This is real bad.
Pretty much out of everything right now.
Almost.
No ammo, no health. Oh yeah, bro. You're looking pretty bare bone. Have you got anything to craft ammo?
I just did.
That's actually, like, whenever you think about it realistically, that's actually kind of funny. Leon just hunkering down somewhere in the middle of a fight like this, like taking the time to craft ammo. And then no doubt he'd be like,
What up, bitch? Get fucked.
What are you doing?
Okay, cutscene. Cutscene. Maybe not. Maybe not. Nope. No, I'm wrong. It's not.
But man, that would be funny as hell realistically. Leon like hunkers down somewhere, the boss looking for him while he's crafting ammo, and he finally finds him. He's like, "What are you doing?" Crafting ammo. In the middle of a fight. I mean, what do you expect me to do? All of my magazines are empty. Yeah, I think I'll just kill you now.
Man.
Do you actually expect me to sit here and wait for you to craft ammo? I mean, yeah. Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna eat you now.
Do you want to put this on for now? Ready? There we go. I love it.
Well.
So pretty. I do too.
Thankfully, I had enough resources to make something.
I know.
Yeah, because if you didn't, you'd still be in that boss fight right now.
No, I had sniper rifle. I still had some sniper rifle ammo left.
I will say, bro, with the current outfit you're wearing, that tactical mask doesn't mesh well. Also, bro, regarding Ashley's outfit, what do you think her favorite band is?
I think the face mask goes good with the outfit.
Yeah, I mean, like you're like the fucking. You look like you're the Sopranos. Like that's the outfit, but then the soprano wearing a fucking tactical mask that usually has like the skeleton mouth over it.
Okay, well, bro, listen here. All right, you got that was
I'm not
way
insulting it. I'm not insulting it. I'm saying it kind of doesn't fit the theme very well.
She was in the pool, so.
I will not deny that it doesn't look good. My point is that it's like you're mix matching two different thematical outfits.
Oh.
Sunday for sure? For sure.
But yeah, either way, it still looks good.
You gotta be out there Wednesday. Okay. So you should tell.
Okay,
You know what I really wish they would have did with you wearing this outfit? I feel like it would have been a lot to ask of the VA playing Leon, but with this outfit on, they should have had him go do like a Godfather impression.
Well, you know, in the original, when you're carrying the Tommy gun, with this outfit, if you reload, he does a little hat adjustment thing.
Yeah. Oh man, I saw a little funny clip where he actually did the fedora flip, and then immediately after, one of the enemies cut his head off with a chainsaw. Oh man, I thought that was funny as shit.
Yeah. That's a long time. Yeah. So what about Addie? His mom's coming out there for like a week?
But yeah, I feel like that would have been a lot to ask from the voice actor. Just for one outfit to have him redo his entire script doing a Godfather impression.
Yeah, it'd be
I mean, even if the impression was crap, it still would have been funny.
It'd been a lot of work.
That's why anytime I play completely off topic, well, not off topic, but video game wise off topic, I give props to the VAs of Final Fantasy 15. They probably finished that game jokingly. Like,
Cutscene's getting ready to start. Cutscene's getting ready to start.
I'll finish that whenever this is over.
Ah, damn it.
Looking for something? You look like you've got something to say.
I have something to ask you. But I don't think I'll get a straight answer. Raccoon City. You know, after the incident, the world changed. Try to save one person, 100 others die. I guess I changed too.
You? Leon S. Kennedy. You haven't changed. You just think you have.
here's my question. Have you changed, Ada? Or are you just trying to use me again?
What do you think? We're here. Don't think too hard, handsome. See you later.
Story of my life.
Chapter 13. Man, I wish I didn't change the voice line to that part. He always with women.
Hey, bro, get this. Since I plan on upgrading to the Slim, your model at Christmas, I just looked this up. I first typed in the PS5. Does the PS5 Slim load faster than the PS5? No. And here's the funniest part. Then I looked up, does the PS5 Slim load faster than the Pro? Which doesn't make sense. But then the answer I got, it flipped it around anyway. So anybody who paid for a PS5 Pro, you're an idiot, $700. It says right here, the PS5 Pro does not load games faster than the Slim. So you paid, what, an additional $200 for the same console with a, like, so fucking slight you really have to squint to see it, higher graphic fidelity. You basically paid $200 more for literally nothing.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. But anyway, yeah, back to the VA thing. Imagine you being a voice actor, bro, and you work, you voice act for a game that's already, like, full of constant, like, as you're walking around playing the game, banter, which means you have to record voice lines for that. But then, the moment you finish the script, you think you're done. They call you back like 6 months later and go, hey, I'm not going to use your real name. We need you to come back in. We got a whole new script for you. And then they do that like multiple times over a period of 2016 to 2018, and not feeling exhausted. And then some parts they're adding to the actual game, not just DLC stuff.
Yeah.
Where you have to come back in and read more lines that were supposed to be in the initial release of the game. The only reason you have to come back is because the game was rushed and they didn't have time to finish it. And then say, you know, like, you play the game yourself, and then you find out the way they used your dialogue, instead of it being a full, like, cinematic cutscene, it's literally just exposition over, like, a still picture. It's not even a full cutscene. And then on top of that, they didn't audio balance the cutscene well, so the music is so loud that you can't even hear the dialogue. And then not feeling like you were cheated. So yeah, VAs, man, you gotta give them mad props. There's a likelihood they'll constantly be called back to do more voice lines for the same game. I mean, yeah, I would hope they pay you for that additional work, But regardless, man, it's like, I thought I finished this game 3 years ago. And now you're calling me back again to do more voice lines?
You call daddy whenever you want to, okay? Alright, I gotta go.
But I mean, hey, I guess that shows that the people who made the game are determined to make it feel like a finished product. They could have just, did patch updates and left it half-assed.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard the next 4 months. You're gonna be very strong. Promise. Love you.
But I'll be right back, bro. I'm gonna have to mute my mic. You gotta take a leak.
Oh my god.
And I don't think people on YouTube want to hear my stream.
You're good.
How could they do this to me? But if he didn't, did it help him in the custody case? Even when it charging me, it's not gonna help. But I'm never gonna forgive them for this. Never.
Thank you very much for your service in this matter, not only this matter, but for the week. We appreciate your being here, and we appreciate your time. And this peace remains until the jury hears. Thank you. I told you you had nothing to worry about.
Shit, man.
Hey, bro, I don't know what made me think of this, but there's a particular fan dub of a show that I like, and like the very final episode, they have one of the characters deliver actually a pretty impactful speech, which is actually kind of incredible because it's fan-made. You wouldn't expect like a fan just goofing around to make a speech that actually hits pretty hard. But the speech has to do with pacifism, and I wanted your opinion on how you feel about that. Like, even in a physical altercation, you never actually really throw a punch. It's more like you bob and weave and kind of like parry the person's punches and let their own, I guess, violence be their downfall. And on top of that, you never get angry at anybody to the point of like getting physical. Like, you will not kill or harm anything, even another person that has full intentions of harming you. Somebody that swears off fighting like it's a religion, and a damn sacred one.
One more time.
I am living in a state by myself.
I wanted to know what you thought about, like, your opinion on pacifism.
Never anticipated how hard this
Oh.
ever.
I mean, I don't fight unless I absolutely have to.
Yeah, but yeah, pacifists, they won't even do that.
I know.
Again, like,
I know. I don't see a point in it. If someone's gonna try to hurt me, I'm gonna try to hurt them back. It's just how it's gonna be.
yeah. Well, I mean, like, pacifists do kind of fight back, but they never actually throw a blow of their own. They'll, like I said, like, bob, weave, and, like, about as violent as they get is, like, them using their hand as you throw a punch to, like, knock your fist off to the side. In other words, you'll be the hand that beats the crap out of you. But they never actually physically attack you. But yeah, I don't know why I randomly thought of that speech, but I feel like, to be honest, it's something that everybody should take note of. The one line that really stuck with me was, while everything around you is destroyed and turned to dust, the only victory afforded to you is that you stuck true to your guns. You let this happen because you don't like fighting. You had the power to, do something about it, and you didn't. On what? Principle? Yeah, good job. Good job. The guy who doesn't like to fight let the world be destroyed. When you had more than enough power to not let that happen. It's like Superman hanging his cape up because he doesn't like hurting villains. And then expecting the world to fend for itself. Yeah, right, buddy. But to me, that's the way I am about it, like, down to stuff like that is, yeah, I won't go actively looking for, I guess, quote-unquote villains to take down. But, man, when chaos happens to come knocking on my door, then I'll make sure to meet that chaos with the same level of chaos. For a fleeting moment, I will stoop to your level. And then once you're out of the way, it's back to normal life for me. There is no, gray area with me when it comes to, getting rid of a threat.
Yeah.
I would say the only time that I would ever stay my hand from truly finishing somebody, I hope you know what I mean by that, bro. I don't know if I want to actually say it, censorship and all. Would be as right as I'm about to take that final step, they actually, say stop or start to show, I guess, remorse for their actions. Like they're questioning what they're doing. Then I guess it's a villain that could potentially be saved. But if they don't give me any sign like that, no, it's a game end for them. That one hasn't been said in a while. I hope you know what I mean by game end. It's I guess like a workaround term for that YouTube used to use to get around saying a no-no word. You do know, or you do know what I mean by game end, right?
No, no.
Well, tying video game logic to a real-life person. What would a person be if they had a game over in real life? Don't say it, though. Now you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that. Whenever I said game end, that's a workaround to say that without actually saying it. It's kind of like saying a particular similar word on YouTube that I won't say. It starts with an S, and it's I hope you know what that one is.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you cannot say that word either on here.
Yeah, I know but there are certain words, but I'm not really working to get I'm not gonna be getting monetized anytime soon. So
Yeah, but then again, bro, if you're not actively fighting for that right now,
I currently am. I mean, I'm a lot worse. I was a lot worse on Twitch.
Yeah, but yeah, if you don't actively watch yourself now, there's a chance that before you even have the chance to get monetized, your channel is already like shadow banned and demonetized. Like it was a choice made by YouTube and you cannot turn it off. Shadow banned is probably, I don't know which one's worse. You know what shadow banned means, right, bro?
Mm-mm.
That's something you need to watch for. Like, for example, if you ever get any subscribers commenting on your video saying like that your video didn't show up in their feed for whatever reason, and whenever they get on YouTube and you're not in their subscription list, and then they had to resubscribe to you all of a sudden randomly, yeah, that means you're shadow banned. YouTube
What the
clicked a button.
fuck, bro? Let me through a fucking wall.
That was some bullshit. But yeah, if you ever get any comments like that at any point, then yeah, that means YouTube pressed a button on your channel specifically and is attempting to suppress and hide you. Usually they only do that to people that are controversial.
Wow, dude.
Like
hit me.
This will be the one and only time I mention this on your channel. Usually people that are political, those are the ones that are the most likely to get shadow banned. Especially if they're pushing extreme stuff. And that's the end of that topic. Shadow banned, no. The other thing, yes. But yeah, if anybody ever comments telling you stuff like that, bro, yeah, you've been shadow banned. It doesn't necessarily mean you can't make money. It just means they're actively hiding your channel. Like the only way somebody will be able to find your videos is if they already know your channel name and look you up literally by your name. You will never show up, even in somebody's recommended tab. You will not show up. You'll have zero relevance. Even if you got like a couple million subs, you will not show up in anybody's feed without them actually looking up your name. And again, the worst part, YouTube actively turning off or I guess deactivating their subscription to you.
Apparently I can't pay
without
that
telling
attack.
them.
And
I don't even think it would show up in your analytics.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
I have to actually fucking evade that attack. I can't parry it like I do almost every other attack.
Is it because it's considered a heavy attack?
I guess so.
that it would, like, if you tried to block it with a knife, it would just break through your defense, like it's too heavy of a weapon.
I guess
is the logic.
I guess so. That's something I can think of.
Like, what's that one guy's name? Krauser? Like, you have to actively dodge his kick, but you can parry his knife attacks. Like, his kick would be considered a heavy attack, so you can't parry it with the knife, you have to dodge it. I guess that would be the way it would work, technically. Problem is, though, is when you get up into harder difficulties, what you would expect to be a light attack has now been replaced with a heavy attack. And then you learn real fast, oh, every physical attack is a heavy attack now.
Man, I'm like really hurting on ammo.
Yeah. It seems like every time you get to that boss fight, you're pretty much empty. I remember the last time you played this on Twitch, you got to that boss fight, afterward you were completely empty. You literally had nothing left. I know I use that word a lot, literally, but at least I'm using it in the proper context.
Gotta call it out.
Sorry, any potential viewers, but not that I'll say that's my influence as to why I use that word so much, but I was in fact a Leafy viewer when he was still around. The only difference between me and him is I'm not using it with a hard T, like literally. Oh, speaking of, Reptilian Army, type hiss in the comments.
He threw up everywhere. I'm gonna vomit myself. Is it eating? It's still up. Ew. Panda cannot eat that.
Sorry, this is part of the day this is part of the day I actually have to do.
What?
Clocking in and clocking out, I actually have to do this.
You're gonna have to do jujitsu right now. I'm sorry, babe.
Was that gonna prevent you from recording today?
No, I just have to make sure I do it on time.
What time you gotta, what do you gotta do? Clock in or clock out?
Oh, I'm done.
Oh.
I clocked out of my mom to clocked out of my mom and clocked in with Travis.
I was about to say, because if you need me to keep track of the time, I'm not the one playing the video game, so I don't have anything to distract me.
Are you watching full screen?
Yeah, I'm not even playing anything.
Oh,
That's why
that's what's up.
that's why I switched controllers back to the standard one. Figured if I ain't gonna play a game, there's no point in me using a stupidly expensive pro controller.
Yeah.
That I feel like for all of its features is way too overpriced. Yeah, that controller was basically trying to capitalize on the aftermarket controllers that usually like have the turbo function.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, it doesn't have the one feature everybody buys those for. You know, the turbo function. You program one button to, instead of mashing it, you hold it. Bro, imagine how easy that would make QTEs in this game. The kind you have to mash a button.
Oh man.
And the best part is, bro, the one I had, you can program multiple buttons at one time. So you could actually set up all the base buttons to where you just hold it to mash it instead of having to, actually mash it.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you can do that with any button on the controller. But yeah, it's funny because that's what that controller looks like. One of those aftermarket ones. But it has the one function that those don't. So, to me, I'd still be better off with an aftermarket controller. Because it'll come with all of that, plus the turbo feature, and it'll be significantly cheaper. I actually had an aftermarket controller for my PS4. The problem is, though, is the battery went completely kaput in like a couple of months.
Mhm.
Because the back of the controller would get stupid hot. And then when I plug it in to charge it, and then unplug it, it wouldn't turn on, and the light bar would continue to flash like it was still charging. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
never really.
it's.
I don't think I've ever owned an aftermarket controller.
I've only owned one as long as I've been playing video games. I mean, I have used other ones, but those were owned by friends.
How we do this.
Come on, Ashley, wake up!
That's how we do this.
Hang in there.
I like how this.
Yeah.
I like how this recording lets me know that when it's about to end.
It's getting close to ending.
Yeah, it pops up with when it has 5 minutes left. The timer actually physically pops up.
Yeah. The PS4 didn't do that. It just said video clip saved with no warning. Yeah, I was about to say, bro, take a page from history. Don't try to parry it.
Well, his I know I can't.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's pretty obvious that would be a heavy attack.
But the other guy, I didn't know I couldn't.
Yeah. By the way, if anybody heard like a high-pitched squeak, that was me. Just in case anybody was like curious, what the fuck was that? Involuntary sound from my own mouth. Sorry. Oh my god, man, this is one habit I wished I could break. To me, I consider this habit worse than smoking.
What?
I'm sitting here picking away and tearing at my fingernails, and they're down to the quick. I got nothing left to pick and tear at, and I can't stop doing it.
You're not the
From the
only,
age of.
I mean, you're not the only person that does it.
Oh, I know, but I feel like the problem I have with like avoiding it is that I've had this habit since I was like 4 years old. And it's been like chronic from that young.
Yeah.
So imagine a 4-year-old chain smoker that's now 30 years old and still chain smoking, and then trying to quit smoking cold turkey.
Yeah. Alright guys, this video's getting ready to end here in the next minute. If you guys enjoyed the content, make sure to subscribe, and I'll be back on. There'll be another video uploaded again today. I'm going to start another video up as soon as this one ends. Just letting you guys know it's getting ready to end. Thanks for watching.
And make sure to hit the like button and leave a comment so we can get some relevance.
Yeah, and I mean, I have other games too, so I'll play. I'll give you guys a rundown eventually, but
Yeah, we're not just Resident Evil. Likely we'll be playing a wide variety.
Mostly Resident Evil, but yeah.